Welcome. Welcome to another edition of our Listen to the Missus podcast from the studios of WSGW Radio in Saginaw, Michigan. I'm Art Lewis.
I'm Ann Williams.
And we are here to talk about food news and health and recipes and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. And lots of things to talk about today. I'm not sure this is the best one to start with, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
Belgium waffles.
Yeah.
You like Belgium waffles? I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They may about to become environmentally friendly.
How so?
This is from Belgium, by the way. Ghent, Belgium, to be exact. Scientists at Ghent University in Belgium are experimenting with larva fat to replace butter in waffles, cakes, and cookies.
Wait a minute, what? Did you say larva fat?
Yeah.
As in bug larvae?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. They say using grease from insects is more sustainable than dairy produce.
Really?
Clad in white aprons, the researchers soak black soldier fly larvae in a bowl of water, put it in a blender to create a smooth, grayish dollop, and then use a kitchen centrifuge to separate out the insect butter. Several positive things about using insect ingredients, says Dalen Zompa Souza, who oversees the research. Quote, they are more sustainable because insects use less land than cattle. They're more efficient at converting feed. They also use less water to produce butter. Zompa Souza said, holding out a freshly baked insect butter cake.
It seems like we're finding so many different things to use as food these days, with the plant-based meat and all that.
But you know what? This is not new. It's long been known that insect food has high levels of protein, vitamins, fiber, and minerals.
Well, it's eaten in some cultures, right?
When I was a kid in school, in high school, in biology class, they fed us crickets. Mm-hmm. Said everybody should try it. And they tasted like hollow nuts. Mm-hmm. They weren't bad. I mean, you had to get past the image.
Right. Well,
but if you did that, if you had your eyes closed and you put it in your mouth and you ate it, you'd say, well, that's not a bad snack. I could eat those.
It's foreign to Americans because it's not in our culture, but it is in some cultures.
Yeah.
It's not that out of the ordinary.
Absolutely. But it was an interesting experiment, and we had to do it in our biology class, And the point was there are nutritious things that we don't look at that way because of the image of the product,
right.
So there you go, folks. Someday you may have lava butter.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah. Your turn. Something more pleasing.
Well, most of us like Dairy Queen. Who doesn't like Dairy Queen,
sure.
right? Of course, they have food, but they're known for their ice cream. And, of course, I think the Blizzard is the best thing on their menu. I love
Turn it upside down. It won't pour out. Yeah.
Well, no, I just love all the different fillings and flavors you can get. My favorite is I think it's called a Mississippi Mud or Georgia Mud Pie or something.
I've had that.
Oh my word. Anyway, they've got a deal going on right now because it's their 80th birthday. So now through March 15th, you can get a Blizzard, buy one, get one for 80 cents because it's their 80th birthday. So any size, comparable, equal or lesser value. So if you and your wife go down there and you get a large Blizzard, she can get another one for 80 cents.
Wow, that's a good deal.
That's a pretty good deal,
Good deal indeed.
Yeah.
All right, so you have all the happy news. I guess I get all the non-happy news. Vitamin D deficiency. I am sure everybody has heard that we as Americans don't get enough vitamin D and vitamin D3.
Sunlight is one of the places you can get that, right?
Yep, but we apparently don't get enough because it's very important to our body. And a study presented a couple of years ago at the American Heart Association's scientific session found that people deficient in vitamin D are at an increased risk of developing serious heart conditions like coronary artery disease, heart attacks, and strokes. They say the patient's hearts would require no further treatment if their vitamin D levels were above 15 nanograms per milliliter. I assume that's the measurement that they make to check it out. And if you want to know how to get more vitamin D, here's a couple of simple ways. Salmon. Not only is this fatty fish jam-packed with heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids, but a 3.5-ounce serving of salmon can also bring you 526 IUs of vitamin D. And egg yolks.
Really?
Egg yolks will have quite a bit of vitamin D in them.
Don't
So-
they usually? Well, they used to promote milk as having vitamin D on the, or maybe they
Probably
add it
has
in there.
some. They may
Yeah.
add it in.
Yeah.
But, yep, make sure you get your reasonable amount of vitamin D. All right.
Okay. Well, since this is our first show of March that we have done, and as we used to do on our daily radio show, there are food holidays. Not only every day of the year, but every month celebrates different foods. So we thought we would do the holidays for the month of March, since we're still early in the month. March is American Red Cross Month. It's Caffeine Awareness Month. It is National Flower Month, as in flour, the white powder, not the flour that you plant. National Frozen Food Month, also. That's from the National Frozen and Refrigerated Foods Association. Of course, a lot of these become holidays because of
Sure.
an organization or whatever. Let's see. It's National Kidney Month, also. That's the National Kidney Foundation. National Noodle Month. And later on, we thought we'd give a special recipe that has to
I'm
do
a
with noodles.
noodle fanatic.
Yeah. It's National Nutrition Month, nutrition education and information campaign sponsored annually by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. It's National Peanut Month also. It had its beginnings as National Peanut Week in 1941, and then it was expanded as a month-long celebration in 1974. March is also National Sauce Month. Sauces. Let's see. And I think that, it's Celery Month also, celery, and National Hot Cross Bun Day, which is Good Friday, which will be coming up. Well, I think that's going to be April, because Easter's April, right? And Good Friday's the Friday before.
Yeah.
Easter is April this year.
Yeah.
So I guess I was jumping the gun on that one.
all
Anyway,
right.
there you go.
This is from Singapore, KFC in Singapore. They are selling something called the Kentaco.
Okay.
And
Chicken
now,
taco?
since we are talking about Kentucky Fried Chicken, you would think a chicken taco, right? And if I said yes, but, you'd wonder what the but is.
Yeah.
Well, the but is there is no chicken in this taco.
Okay, what's in it?
The taco shell is chicken. It's a fried chicken bent up like a taco shell, and in which they put all the rest of the stuff.
Oh, my goodness.
Can you imagine that?
Well,
It is-
people that are, low carb, I guess. But although when you fry the chicken in flour, then that's kind of negating the low carb part. But
Well, and the whole thing, I mean, it's made up of a fried chicken shell that's filled with lettuce, tomato, and a mix of 4 different cheeses.
now, didn't they do something a few years back where you could get a sandwich that had 2 chicken patties on the
They
outside?
did. It was like they were the muffin.
Yeah.
They were the bun,
yeah.
if you
So
will.
this is kind of a twist on that a little
They
bit.
always try these things.
Yeah.
But that one is...
Well, it probably, for people who don't want to eat bread, there's a lot of people nowadays
Yep.
who don't like to eat
Well,
bread.
yep.
Because of the low carb craze and everything, and I have a friend who really,
Yeah, but if you're frying the
avoids
chicken,
bread.
that's going to kill
That's what I was
that.
saying.
Yeah.
It kills it with the flour, but
Yeah.
but it maybe psychologically you feel like, well, I'm not having
Yeah,
bread, so
right. Yeah.
I'm doing okay.
Fool yourself once,
Yeah.
but not twice.
Yeah.
Anyway, there it is. Kentaco.
Well, all I have left is the recipe. So if you have something else, go ahead.
One other thing I want to mention, Kroger's. They have a new Mermaid Sparkle ice cream.
Wow, really? Is it a Kroger brand? Does they make it from their own?
Well, it's apparently their brand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's apparently their brand. And this new Mermaid Sparkle Deluxe ice cream tastes like cotton candy.
Huh.
It starts with cotton candy ice cream and is filled with blue glitter swirls and candy bits. It's a blue frozen treat. It's perfectly themed packaging, complete with a pink crab and multicolored mermaid tail.
Well, who do you think the target audience is for that?
Someone under the age of 10.
Yeah, and probably female.
And Frozen lovers.
Yes.
Right?
Little girls love Frozen. They love princesses. They love mermaids.
Well, there you go.
Perfect for a little girl's birthday party or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, since March is National Noodle Month, we thought we'd give one of our classic recipes from our Listen to the Missus database. This one is Art's mom's recipe, right?
It was, yes.
It's a recipe for noodle kugel.
Yep, it was a tradition in our family. We had it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Hot, cold, breakfast, lunch, dinner, didn't make any difference. And I'll talk about that, but go
Yeah.
ahead and do the recipe.
Yeah, we used to give this a lot when we did our daily show. So it calls for a package of extra wide noodles, 16 ounces.
Yeah, regular egg noodles.
Yeah, you want a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 large eggs, a quarter cup or more of orange juice, a quarter stick of butter, a half cup of raisins, up to 1 cup, depending on how much you like them, right?
Mm-hmm.
A quarter cup of sugar, a large apple peeled and sliced thinly, a half teaspoon of cinnamon, and a tablespoon of lemon juice. So what you're going to do is first cook the noodles and let cool. Do you cook them al dente, Art?
Yeah, because you're going to bake this
Yeah,
anyway,
so you don't want 'em to
so
be
you don't
too
want to
done.
overdo it. Yeah.
Okay. So you beat the eggs till foamy and mix everything together except the butter and the cinnamon. This all goes into a greased 2-quart casserole dish. You want to dot the top with butter. Then you're going to sprinkle with cinnamon and bake it uncovered at 350 for 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you, as you said, serve hot or cold, dessert, side, whatever.
Comes out, the best part of it are the edges where the crispy noodles
Oh,
are
yeah.
from the heat. But I like it. I happen to like it better cold than I do hot. I mean,
Do you?
Comes out hot, you're ready to serve it. But then put the leftovers in the refrigerator the next day. I mean,
Does it take on a more flavor the next day?
No, but it sets up more,
Okay.
and so it's
So
almost
the texture changes a little bit?
Yeah, it's firmer. But it's one of those things that you can serve it for breakfast. There's nothing in the world that says you can't. You can serve it hot or cold for dinner, and it's been used as a dessert. It is one of the most universal things I ever saw anybody make. I used to watch my mother make it and just couldn't wait. I mean, I knew Noodle Kugel was coming. I was in heaven. I was ready to go, you
So
know.
it's one of those comfort foods, huh?
It is one of those comfort
that evokes
foods. That's
memories of your
it's good-
childhood.
Good
and all
way
that.
of putting it. Good
Yeah.
way of putting it. Well, anyway, that'll do it for this edition of Listen to the Missus. Don't forget, though, you can stay in touch with us. You can contact us.
We have a Facebook page. It's just Listen to the Missus. Look for that on Facebook. You can also reach us on the main WSGW page. That's our radio station, and we have a page there. And you can also reach us by email, Ann at WSGW.com for me.
Art Lewis at WSGW.com. And we'll look forward to hearing from you and answering your questions. And that'll do it for us today. We thank you for joining us on this edition of the Listen to the Missus podcast. I'm Art Lewis.
I'm Ann Williams.
Have yourself a great day. Talk to you again.